Hi everyone, this is a review of ScentSationals Fusion Wax Melts. These are only available at Meyer stores. I think a couple of them might be on the ScentSationals.com website. I'm not sure. So basically, you don't have a Meyer store near you, you probably won't be able to get them, although quite a few of these are duplicates of other ScentSationals scents that you can get or you might be able to get. So there's a lot of them here. So I'm gonna start with Amber Cashmere, and the notes for Amber Cashmere are the softness of brush. Oh, and if you haven't seen my reviews before, I don't look at the scent notes until after I've done the review because I don't want to be swayed by what I think it should smell like. So the notes are the softness of brushed cashmere wrapped in tender white florals and warm golden amber, pure tranquil musks, and exotic precious woods. This is a sweet, rich, warm, ambery scent, which also describes ScentSationals Pure Silk, which I reviewed separately, but it's a different scent. Pure Silk smells more like Mayan amber and vanilla, which is also a scent that I reviewed separately. This scent is richer and warmer, without any floral or cedary notes. It has a bit more of an ambery perfume note, and when it's melted, it smells sweet, feminine, and musky, and even has a smidgen of milkiness, which could be like a tiny bit of vanilla. Cashmere is a softer, non-woodsy type of warm amber, and it often has a hint of a laundry note, but this one doesn't have any laundry notes. It's a great scent, fantastic, warm, sweet, rich, and the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. This one has been around for many years. I think even before the Fusion brand came out. They also make it in the regular ScentSationals brand. We've got amethyst crystals. Nice, look at that beautiful purple wax. It's a nice color, purple. And I have several of these, so this particular one, of course, I didn't melt. Notes are, this bright scent revels in the complexities of freshness illuminated by an aura of sun-kissed pomelo, sunny lemon, and effervescent orange, blended with a fruity floral bouquet of succulent apricot, peony petals, jasmine draped in sweet berry notes, flowing to an unexpected backdrop of sheer amber, clean musk, and a subtle hint of vanilla woods. Whew, that is a complex set of notes. This is the same scent as ScentSationals Crystal Healing, and it smells great. I smell a light, authentic floral like lily, not rose, jasmine, not honeysuckle, no overly sweet florals, and with maybe a hint of lemon, I think, and maybe a hint of bergamot, which gives it a tiny bit of a cologne note, although it's not a cologne scent at all. Perhaps also a smidgen of a light wood note, and even a barely detectable smidgen of powdery cinnamon way in the background that most people probably wouldn't notice. In fact, let me smell it again. I don't know. I don't know about the cinnamon. Possibly. I'm going to say no on the cinnamon, but maybe. I don't know. It smells like an authentic flower scent. It's not overly sweet. It's not perfumey. It's not overbearing, but it's just right. Looking at the notes, I don't smell fruit or orange. No fruit, no orange. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Great scent. Blackberry jam. I really thought I would love this one because it sounds yummy. The notes are crushed autumn blackberry and intoxicating dark cassis, infused with the aroma of aged oak and vanilla-scented tobacco. This is the same scent as ScentSationals Blackberry Cognac from 2016, which is also kind of similar to the Better Homes and Gardens Savory Blackberry Cobbler, but it's a totally different scent. It smells like a cross between the really bitter Better Homes and Gardens Sunflower and Chrysanthemum, which I think was from 2016, and ScentSationals Blackberry Cider. There's a very slight dark berry note, but also a bitter note that smells a little bit like fermented wine and a slight cedar type note. I didn't like this when I first melted it, but it's grown on me. Although I don't know if I can get past that bitter note. It's not nearly sweet enough to be considered blackberry jam. Not even close. So it's just okay for me. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Oh gosh, I better hurry up because it's going to be a very long video. Next we have cake macaron. Notes are classic cake batter accord enriched with decadent sweet buttercream while vanilla sugar swirls throughout. This is the same scent as Ambiescence cake macaron, which is also the same scent as ScentSationals cake batter ice cream. It smells like rich yellow cake with super sweet vanilla buttercream frosting on top and milk chocolate ganache in the middle. You might be tempted to take a bite out of the wax. It smells that good. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next we have caramel blondies. I don't know the notes, but it's cinnamon with a smidgen of a bakery note. It smells almost exactly the same as the vanilla churro bites, which I'm going to review in just a second. But the vanilla churro bites might be very slightly richer, sweeter, and more buttery, although it's a barely noticeable difference. To me, they really smell like the same scent. So it's basically just cinnamon with a little bit of a bakery note. Pretty standard. Nothing too exciting. Throw is 4 out of 5. Very strong. Next we have citrus blush. Notes are honey drizzled mango, sweet papaya, and ripe guava combined with sparkling citrus over tropical melon fruit and soft island blooms. This is orange with a sweet, slightly tangy candy note like orange tang. It also has a little bit of an orange creamsicle note, but it's not as creamy and doesn't have a vanilla note and is more tangy. It's a fantastic scent. Really, really nice scent. And looking at the scent notes, I'm really surprised that there's no orange because I really do smell orange. But the orange might actually be the citrus note that's mentioned in the scent notes. And this is a bold thrower. 5 out of 5 took over the entire house. Next we have cotton fields. Notes are, this fragrance opens fresh coconut infused with zesty lime and sparkling aldehydes. In the heart, linen and cashmere are wrapped with salty accords for textural depth, while sandalwood, musk, and amber add a sensuous appeal. This is the same scent as ScentSationals sun-drenched linen. On cold sniff, it smells like a sweet but harsh laundry scent. I don't know if I smell coconut. Maybe a hint of coconut. Tiny bit. When melted, though, it takes on a tiny bit of a burnt vinyl chemical note that I don't like. So I'm not really a big fan of this one. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next we have Flamingo Shore. Notes are tropical blend of Hawaiian pikaki, hibiscus, and pineapple flower with notes of mango, guava, and Polynesian papaya, sweetened with coconut blossom and emerald palm. This is the same scent as Ambiescence Flamingo Shore and ScentSationals Flamingo. It's a sour tropical fruit scent with a zesty sour note. It's been used for many other tropical scents, and with good reason because it smells great. The notes that some people have detected, that they said they detected in this scent, include grapefruit, pineapple, melon, and peach. I don't really detect any of those, although maybe a hint of grapefruit, possibly. It smells to me like a combination of satsuma, which is a small orange mandarin type citrus fruit with a pungent, sour, fruity, lemony note. So it's a combination of satsuma and maybe a tropical fruit like small yellow guava, which can have a bit of a pungent bay leaf type note, unlike pink guava, which is sweeter. This is also the same scent as ScentSationals Mango Luau, even though the notes are slightly different, but I smell them side by side and they smell exactly the same. As well as Ambiescence Passion Fruit Love, Ambiescence Brazilian Sunset, and Better Homes and Gardens Wild Island Fruit from 2014. Throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Took over the entire house. Next we have Garden Sweet Pea. Notes are a fruity floral combination of juicy watermelon and ripe pineapple balanced by heady jasmine and fresh freesia, sweet pea, and rose. This is the same as Sensational Sweet Pea. It's a fruity floral with sweet pea, a hint of watermelon, and maybe a smidgen of vanilla. And I kind of smelled that even before I knew that, even before I saw the notes. So I do detect those notes. Definitely the sweet pea, the fruity floral, tiny bit of watermelon, just a smidgen of vanilla. It's very sweet. It's very rich. I really like it. It could be overwhelming in a very small room, so you probably want to melt it in a large room. Looking at the notes, I don't detect pineapple at all. The throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Takes over the entire house, and it is sweet and rich. So make sure you melt it in a large room. Girls' Night Out. Look at that beautiful color. A very popular scent. Notes are alluring blend of sweet orange, sweet orange, apples, and tonka, topped off with jasmine, pinkberry, and coconut milk. This is the same scent as Ambiescence's Girls' Night Out, ScentSationals Girlfriend Night, Ambiescence's Boss Lady, and Adore Yas Queen from Target, because the Adore wax melts are made by ScentSationals. It's a super sweet, girly perfume scent that smells like pink sugar. Pink sugar is it smells like pink sugar, but with more musk and maybe a slight blackberry note. Pink sugar is a very sweet, girly scent that smells a bit like cotton candy with lily of the valley, vanilla, musk, and faint raspberry notes. So it smells like that, and perfumey, and it has more of a musky perfume note and maybe like that slight blackberry note. I've heard that it's very similar to Juicy Couture perfume. I've never smelled that, so I don't know. It's very sweet, almost nauseatingly sweet, but I really like girly perfume scents, so I love this one. It's one of my favorite scents ever. Looking at the notes, I don't smell orange. I don't smell orange at all. Throw, but it is very, very sweet and very rich. Throw is very strong. 4 out of 5. Next we have, I'm starting to get tired. All right. Next we have Herb Garden Odor Eliminator. I didn't test it to see if it eliminates odors, but it smells good. Notes are an aromatic, herbaceous blend of fresh picked lemongrass swirled with cool eucalyptus highlights, frosted wild mint, and a touch of sweet garden thyme. This is a soapy lemongrass scent without any sweetness. It's like a cross between bland ivory soap and lemongrass. It's a nice spa scent, but it's too bland on its own. So you can mix it with lavender, which gives it like a nice relaxing vibe. You can mix it with peppermint to give it like a much needed oomph. It's the same scent as Oak and Rye Sparkling Herbs Odor Eliminator. And the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next we have honeysuckle. Notes are light floral honeysuckle notes paired with sweet fruity nectar. Do I smell nectar? I don't know, not really. Maybe. I thought this might be the same scent as ScentSationals Honeysuckle Nectar, but it's slightly different, and the scent notes are different too. This scent is not quite as sweet, although it's still sweet but not perfumey. This also has a tiny bit of a waxy note, but it's not enough to ruin the scent. Neither this scent or ScentSationals Honeysuckle Nectar are totally authentic honeysuckle scents, although this one might be slightly more authentic than the honeysuckle nectar. Very nice scent. It actually might be the same scent as ScentSationals honeysuckle nectar. It says that the one I have might be older and sometimes scents change a little bit over time. And it's a scent monster. Bold throw, 5 out of 5. Takes over the entire house. One of my favorites. Jasmine Petals. Notes are night blooming jasmine embellished with heady tuberose and sparkling calla lily amid sweet gardenia, ginger flower, and a touch of heavenly freesia. This is the same scent as Sensational Jasmine from Meyer stores. It's authentic jasmine with a hint of soapiness, but it's not perfumey, and it's sweet, but not overly sweet. Like, it's not as sweet as the honeysuckle scent. Great scent. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. So we have lavender vanilla, and the notes are aromatic greens and warm sage pair perfectly with lavender blossoms. This is sweet lavender with milky vanilla. It's not a medicinal lavender at all, despite the sage note. It's similar to ScentSationals ambered lavender, which I reviewed separately, but that scent is richer, warmer, slightly sweeter, and doesn't have the milky vanilla note. They're both incredible scents in their own ways, and this one, the throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. So we have Life's a Beach, and the notes are tropical blend of kelp mixed with salty ocean air, sun-warmed sands, and seashells. I didn't know seashells had a scent. Glinting with tropical fruit notes of melon, guava, pineapple, and passion fruit. This is the same as Ambiescence's Life's a Beach, which is the same as ScentSationals Beach Please. It smells like a rich perfume with hints of watermelon, honeydew, maybe pineapple, and possibly a smidgen of coconut and a little vanilla. It's sweet and fresh and a little fruity and absolutely fantastic. Someone said this reminds them of ScentSationals Coral Shores, and after smelling them side by side, I definitely agree that they're very similar, but not the same, but they are very similar. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. So we have Limon. Notes are fresh, juicy citrus lemon bursting with zesty lime and herbal sage. This smells almost exactly like the oak and rye lemon sherbet, which I reviewed separately, but this one has a little less of that soapy lemongrass spa type note and more of the lemon and with a slight saltiness. A very acidic tart lemon is sometimes called a limon, and this scent is not sweet at all. I'd say it's indeed a tart lemon, but it also has a bit of that soapy lemongrass spa note. I like this one the best out of the 3 scents that smell similar, which are this scent, the ScentSationals Fusion Herb Garden Odor Eliminator smells similar, and the Oak and Rye Sparkling Herbs Odor Eliminator, and the Oak and Rye Lemon Sherbet. They all smell very similar, but they're really they're just all so similar that it's difficult to tell the difference, even though I think some of them are like they're different scents, but they smell similar. I don't know what I'm trying to say. Throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Took over the entire house. Oh, why did I review these all at the same time? Okay, Love Story. Nice bright red color. I like that label. This is a, notes are, fragrant blend of mahogany, wood, and amber spiced with peppercorn, join earthy patchouli and vanilla, citrus blossom, and musk-infused sandalwood. This is the same as Ambiescence's Love Story, which is the same as ScentSationals Flirtatious. It's a fantastic scent with soapy, woodsy notes, a hint of oriental spice, and maybe a barely detectable smidgen of black pepper and cinnamon way in the background, like you wouldn't even notice it. I would classify this as a men's cologne scent, but it's not really all that cologne-y, and it's different from many other cologne scents that I have. It's cozy, clean, warm, and it's not overly sweet, and the throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Mahogany Cedar. Notes are dark woods and warm musk. This is a milky, cedary, woodsy scent with a waxy note, but not in a bad way. It's a great scent. It's different from anything else I've ever smelled. I don't think it's a dupe of anything else that I've ever smelled. I smell an equal blend of cedar and the milky wood, which smells more like sandalwood than mahogany. And I think there's also a hint of patchouli in the background. Yeah, a hint of patchouli in the background, and maybe a smidgen of amber, although it's not a sweet scent at all, not even a little bit. Is it? Well, you know what? Actually, it might be it has a little tiny bit of sweetness in it. I really, really like this scent. It's fantastic. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. And next we have Midnight Gaze. I like that color. It's a really nice color. Notes are sun-blushed berry, wild blackberry, and tangy red currant swirl with crisp apple highlights, tart, golden, delicious, and a touch of juicy empire apple. But then another source says it's a fresh combination of ripe country berries. So I don't know which one is the more accurate one. This is the same as an old HEB Texas edition scent called Do-Si-Do. We're going back, oh gosh, probably 2012, 13. One of my favorite scents ever, and it's incredibly difficult to describe. The scent notes, it's totally different from what you would think. It's a rich, sweet, candy-like scent of lemon drops and fruit, maybe strawberry rhubarb. But what makes this different is that it's also lip puckeringly sour, even though it's not actually sour. It's like a sour lemon, but it's not a bad sour. It may be very slightly zesty, but it's not even really zesty. It's not tart, it's not bitter. It might even smell like the lemon drop cocktail. I've never actually smelled it, but I don't think this scent has like a boozy note. Again, it's nothing I say will do this scent justice. It's so incredible. It's so unusual. I just adore this scent. And the throw is bold. 5 out of 5. Takes over the entire house. We've got peony. Notes are blushed peony blossom complemented by white rose and soft musk. Fantastic, super sweet, slightly perfumey, sweet pea type floral scent with a hint of a baby powder note. It's not an authentic natural floral scent. Oh, but it smells incredible. Oh, such a good scent. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next we've got rose, and that's a good scent too. Rose. Notes are sparkling greens, ethereal rose, and sweet jasmine petals swirl with sweet peach nectar and pure lily of the valley, wrapped in tranquil musk and warm precious woods. This is a nice, authentic tea rose scent. It's sweet, but not overly sweet, and it's not perfumey or soapy at all. It has a hint of a very slightly bitter, peppery note that authentic rose petals do have, and maybe even a barely detectable smidgen of fruit. Maybe strawberry. I don't know, maybe not. But I'm not sure about the fruit. The bitterness is barely noticeable and not nearly enough to ruin the scent. Actually, I think I do detect an actual note of tea, like green tea specifically. I think that ScentSationals Enchanted uses this rose as its base note. Although Enchanted is a slightly different scent, it's not as sweet or rosy. I also think Better Homes and Gardens Apple Crisp Tea also uses this particular rose as a base, although that scent is mostly apple. Looking at the scent notes, I think the tea I'm detecting is actually peach, although I don't smell peach per se. Or maybe that's like the fruit I think I detect. Fantastic scent. There's also a Yellow Rose of Texas scent from HEB that I reviewed separately. It's a totally different scent from this one. And the throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Fantastic scent. I love it. Next we have Seize the Day. SEA''S. Seize the Day. Notes are sparkling ozonics and sea salt drifting over jasmine, cyclamen, and lily, touched with hints of peach and warm musk-infused wood. This is the same scent as Ambiessence Seize the Day and ScentSationals Boardwalk. It's soapy and a little fresh with a little bit of a sweet watery note and a perfumey note and maybe a hint of baby powder. There might possibly be a barely detectable smidge of coconut way in the background, but I'm not sure. When melted, though, the perfumey note is much more subtle and it takes on more of a soapy note that's not overly sweet. It's very pleasant. I really like the scent, and the throw is strong. 3.5 out of 5. We have Soul Searching Rosemary and Mint. I don't know the notes. I guess it's rosemary and mint. It's a fantastic, strong, nasal clearing, sweet peppermint with a hint of garden spearmint, although it doesn't have like a toothpastey spearmint note. It's not the same as Better Homes and Gardens Aromatherapy Peppermint, which also has a spearmint note, but not as much, and it's not as sweet. It's also different from ScentSationals Aromatherapy Spearmint and Peppermint, and ScentSationals Breathe, and Ambiessence Breathe. All three of those are the same scent. Those scents include an even sweeter candy cane vanilla type note that this one does not. It's also different from Better Homes and Gardens Aromatherapy Rosemary and Spearmint, as that scent is mostly spearmint with a smidgen of an herbal note. Throw on this one is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next we have Stargaze. And notes are an elegant blend of bergamot, fresh marine notes, and spicy florals with delicate notes of white sandalwood and ambered musk. This is the same scent as ScentSationals Black Tux. Even has the same black wax. It's a nice fresh cologne scent that's not overly sweet, and it has just a smidgen of smokiness. Melted, it's fresh but kind of dark with maybe a barely detectable smidgen of leather or something similar. Even if you don't like cologne scents, you might like this one because it's not too sweet or overly cologne-y, and the scent lasted at least 12 hours and is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next we have Starry Night. I love the label. Great label. I would keep it just for the label. Notes are aquatic sea kelp and brilliant marine mosses that reveal black peppered basil and earthy sage, embraced by white cedar, cardamom, grated nutmeg, and salted musk with amber. This is the same scent. Nutmeg, really? This is the same scent as Sensational Dapper. It's a men's cologne scent with a little bit of a smoky cedar note. Though it's a different color, usually the dupes use the same color wax, but the notes are the same. It's also the same as Oak and Rye Paris Nights. It's a great scent. Looking at the notes, nutmeg, no, I don't smell any nutmeg at all. It's not a foodie scent at all. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Love that label. Sweet Lavender and Rosemary. I'm starting to lose my voice. Nice purple. Notes are freshly picked lavender blossom accented with rosemary, soft citrus highlights, and gently crushed clove. This is the same scent as ScentSationals Lavender and Rosemary. It's a fantastic, authentic lavender scent. It has a slight medicinal note, but not enough to be bothersome. It has just a smidgen of sweetness, but it's not a soft, powdery, sweet lavender scent. It's very nice. It's a great mixer. It mixes well with lemon or lemongrass to make a nice spa scent, or you can mix it with a floral or a perfumey scent. I reviewed this scent in 2019, and I said it had a strong nasal clearing eucalyptus note that made it smell a bit like Vicks Vapor Rub. But melting it again, I detect a lot less of that Vicks note. I mean, it is in there a little bit, that medicinal note, but yeah, it is in there. It's just not as strong as I thought it was last year. And looking at the notes, I don't smell any citrus at all. And clove, no, definitely not clove either. Throw is strong, 3.5 out of 5. Next we have Terrific. Notes are sunlit bergamot swirls with fresh cut lemongrass and soothing white tea amid the warmth of gleaming ginger. This smells like soapy lemongrass with a little bit of a tea note. It smells more like a spa scent than a beverage scent. It's nice, but it's bland and not sweet enough. It's the same scent as oak and rye lemongrass ginger tea, which I reviewed separately. And the throw is medium, like a 3 out of 5. So you want to, if you melt it, you want to melt it in a smaller, medium-sized room. Next, we have Tuscan cypress and sandalwood. Notes are, oh my God, I'm really losing my voice. Okay. Notes are warm sandalwood layered with amber musk and earthy cypress. It's a fantastic warm men's cologne scent with notes of leather, wood, lime, and pepper. It smells like ScentSationals Black Tux, but with a little bit of zestiness added that you don't really detect unless you actually compare it with another cologne scent that doesn't have that zesty note. The throw is medium, 3 out of 5, so it's better for a smaller room. We've got vanilla churro bites. Notes are warm cinnamon, clove, nutmeg, pecan, brown sugar, and English toffee. This is the same scent as ScentSationals traditional churros of the Day of the Dead collection from H-E-B, as well as Ambiessence cinnamon churro, ScentSationals cinnamon churro from Meyer, and oak and rye homemade churro from Kroger. It's a cinnamon scent with a hint of a bakery note. It's similar to, but not the exact same scent as, ScentSationals coffee cake swirl. That scent is richer with almost like a fudgy cinnamon note, and this scent is just more. This one is just more cinnamony. It smells almost exactly like the Caramel Blondies scent that I just reviewed a couple minutes ago. They smell almost exactly the same to me. This scent might have a very, very, very slightly richer, sweeter, more cinnamony and more buttery note than the Caramel Blondies does. But if it's different, I really can barely tell the difference. Throw is very strong, 4 out of 5. Next we have Wander. Notes are sophisticated notes of cardamom, sage, and lime are blended into a floral heart of freesia, cyclamen, and verbena for a spa-like experience. A warm base of vanilla, sandalwood, and musk finish this harmonious fragrance. This is the same scent as ScentSationals Agave Lime, which is a rich men's cologne with sweet and salty lemon notes. It's a very nice scent, and it lasted the entire day. Throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Took over the entire house. Next we have Warm Maple Butter. Oh, what a fantastic scent. Notes are sticky drops of Vermont maple and deep powdery honey blended with buttery vanilla. This smells just like warm pancakes with tons of rich, slightly salty butter and just a hint of maple syrup. It's so yummy, I want to eat the wax. I can actually smell the bready note of the pancakes. This is similar to ScentSationals Waffle Love, which I reviewed separately, but it's not the same scent. That scent does not have the bready pancake note, and it's much more mapley. This one actually is more like I can actually smell the pancakes and like lots and lots of like sweet, salty, or I'm sorry, rich, salty butter, and just a little bit of the maple syrup. Fantastic scent. It's the same scent as oak and rye, pure maple butter. And the throw is bold, 5 out of 5. Took over the entire house. Next we have watermelon mojito. And notes are pure shimmers of crystal spring water splash over the juicy sweetness of summer watermelon, enhanced with aromatic hints of gently crushed rosemary. Well, that's interesting. Rosemary. Okay. Oh, that's why it smells. Okay. Interesting. This is definitely watermelon, and although it's sweet, it's not super sweet or candy-like. It might include a little bit of its slightly sour tropical fruit, and almost like a smidgen of eucalyptus. Like that's what I kind of, not eucalyptus. I can't even describe. Yeah, like a just a smidgen of eucalyptus way in the background, which now I'm looking at the notes is obviously the rosemary. I don't care for watermelon scents in general, but I especially really just didn't like this one because it has kind of a fake chemical note. It just smells weird to me. But the throw is bold, 5 out of 5. And last we have wild raspberry. And this is the same as the ScentSationals regular wild raspberry scent from Meyer and H-E-B stores. The notes are fruity highlights of juicy raspberry, sugar-dusted blueberry, and blushed strawberry blend with vine-ripened grape and a splash of bold black cherry. This is a raspberry fruit candy scent. It's not authentic raspberry, but it smells great. And that's all I can say about it. It's just like a raspberry candy. Smelling it again, yeah, you know what? I do get the other fruity notes. It's not just raspberry. I definitely do smell the grape for sure. Definitely smell the grape for sure, definitely. And the blueberry and the strawberry. So yeah, that's actually spot on. Raspberry, grape, blueberry, and strawberry. That's what I'm smelling. Great, great scent. Very strong, 4 out of 5. So there you have it. If you want to read a text version of this very long review, just go to waxmeltreviews.com. You can find the link underneath this video, and feel free to join our Facebook group where we discuss all different brands and scents of store-bought and retail wax melts, including the ScentSationals. And you can find the link to our Facebook group underneath this video and on our website at waxmeltreviews.com. That was a long video. Okay, have a good night.